Quiet on set, please.
All right, so we've been celebrating New York, and we're talking New York beyond the Big Apple, back on the big screen. And as we've shared, Upstate keeps catching the eye of filmmakers. This morning, we have a very special someone joining us to chat about his newest movie being filmed in Buffalo, the area's very own William Fichtner. Good morning.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Pleasure
you
to be
for
here.
being here. I have to say, you look a lot better now than you did in that video. You looked a little bruised up.
Well, I still have this going on.
It's good though. It keeps you warm. It's been nice and chilly here.
Yeah, my wife said, "Oh, honey, I'm glad you're having a great time. Do not get off the plane with that thing on your chin."
I love it. So tell us why you are back in Buffalo. Again, I feel like we've seen a lot of you recently.
Well, listen, when I get back home, which is, you never have to twist my arm to bring me back. It's really wonderful. This little film that I'm working on called Cutman, written and directed by a gentleman named Michael Mailer. He originally wanted to shoot this film in downstate New York, closer to New York City. He had some issues putting it together. I had a suggestion for him that he talk to our film commission up here, Tim Clark, Rich Wall.
Yep.
I said, for no other reason than, these guys, I think they're so knowledgeable, they could really help you, put this together. Not thinking that he's going to take the film and move it upstate. So about 5-6 weeks ago, they spent a weekend talking about things, and then Michael Mailer called me up and he's like, not only was it great to talk to them, I'm shooting the film in Buffalo. I'm like, let me look at the Sabres schedule. So when we get there, do I get a home game?
Which is funny because we're going to talk about them next, and we're going to bring up a little gem we found online. It turns out you're quite the percussionist as well.
The banging
That was
the
cool.
drum?
Yes, there it is. That's awesome.
There it is. I love when I go to the stadium, go to the arena.
Yeah.
And right before the game, there's a guy there that's got the drumstick with the big padded end. And he's saying to me, lovely guy, works for the Sabres. He goes, now listen, this is the way it goes. Let's go Buffalo.
Yep.
And I'm like, I got it.
Did you mess it up?
No, I've been doing it my whole life. He's like, you want to practice? And I'm like, no, I've been doing this my entire life. I was doing this before your parents were born. Let's go Buffalo. Anyway, I did it, and I was really, it was a real treat.
I love that. So why do you keep bringing people back to Buffalo? And we've heard it before. I mean, we just had Cabrini here, and one of the producers on that was saying he'd been here before when they were shooting Marshall, and he said, we could shoot in Italy, we could shoot in Montreal, or we could just come to Buffalo. What is it about Buffalo, and even upstate in general, that is just, it's like a magnifying glass is on us all of a sudden?
Part of the reason is, in the bigger picture, is, listen, people shoot things in Toronto and cheat it for New York. Or they shoot things in Cincinnati and cheat it for Chicago. That's just the way of the world. I think people in the business, kind of get used to seeing the same locations. The eye that's in the business that's looking for that. People come to upstate New York, in Buffalo in particular, and they're blown away.
We have so much.
They've never seen architecture this cool. It's totally unexpected. The locations that are around, they're just not used to them. They've never seen them before. And let's face it, I mean, we're in downtown Buffalo right now. You drive 20 minutes and you're in cornfields.
Right? It's amazing.
You can really go anywhere. You have the falls here. There's so much. And I think when producers get here, not only with this incredible tax incentive that makes all the difference in the world, and it's not just free money for productions. I mean, you think about it, when productions come to town, like Cabrini, like Cold Brook, the film that I shot like 7 years ago. When productions come to town, who do you think they're hiring? I had to hire 24 local actors. I got my production designer was from Buffalo. I mean, on this film, Cutman right now. Our cinematographer, Buffalo.
Awesome.
Production designer, Buffalo. Costume designer, Buffalo. If you build it, they will come. And that's what's happening in Buffalo right now. There's a crew base now, and it makes all the difference.
Did you envision yourself being part of this? I feel like it's like a film and television resurgence for Buffalo when you started your career. Did you ever have a goal of being like, I'm going to help build Buffalo up and, maybe not be the next Hollywood, but maybe close?
No, I just wanted to get a job. It's all I wanted to do. The thought of coming back to Buffalo to work was always a dream of mine.
Yeah.
And then when I shot Coldbrook here, it was, the support that you get back here, not only through the tax incentive. Thank you, Governor Hochul, for signing that, and it really makes such a difference. Thank you, Senator Pat Gallivan, for writing the original big tax incentive that made all the difference. But when you come back here, the support of listen, I'm a walking billboard for Buffalo. I love my hometown. But when you come back here and the support of the city of Buffalo and Mayor Byron Brown and Erie County and Mark Poloncarz, these and the lovely folks up in Niagara County, don't think for a minute that I'm not just dropping names of people that are, politicians here. These people step to the plate and they make it happen and they support it. And that's, if you don't have that,
it
doesn't matter. It does.
You need that core, you need that foundation. And I mean, we always talk about that Buffalo love. So it's nice to see that expands beyond just community fundraisers. All right, but I want to do something fun with you. Are you ready?
No.
Okay, well, you're going to be. Okay, so the saying goes, you can take the person out of X, Y, and Z, but you can't take the X, Y, and Z out of the person. So I have Buffalo trivia for you. What lake does Buffalo sit on?
Lake Erie.
Okay, very good. Blue cheese or ranch?
I can't believe you're asking that.
You never know.
Come on, we're not in Indiana.
You live in California.
Throw the ranch in the garbage. Get the blue cheese out and make sure it's good blue cheese.
Good. Do you have a preference on brand for blue cheese?
No, I mean.
Yeah, it's better here.
There are several.
Yeah, okay.
I have a preference on mustard.
Oh,
okay. It's got to be Weber's.
Yes. Do you like the horseradish kind? Is that the kind?
I do. It's got a kick.
It's good.
Yeah, they also make the little one that's like the sandwich one. It's like a relish and the mustard together.
I haven't heard of that.
Excellent.
All right, I'm going to have to find it at the grocery store. Okay, what is Maryville's mascot?
Flyers.
Okay. What was its former mascot?
For Maryville? Mm-hmm. Snoopy.
Oh, man, I thought I was going to get you on that one.
Listen, I was born in 1857.
Okay, well, I don't think you'll know this last one, but maybe you will. Dom over here, who's running the prompter, knew. Why is Buffalo named Buffalo?
Why is Buffalo named Buffalo?
Mm-hmm. He has this thinking face on. Channeling. I know you probably do a lot of improv, so you can improv something fantastic.
Oh, you know what? I'm not going to remember this right now, but I know the answer to this. Didn't somebody way back when just pronounce it?
Yeah, it was like French.
Oddly.
Yeah, French something.
And it became Buffalo.
Yeah.
That's, yes.
All right, well,
I get half an answer for that.
No, I will give it to you.
You're gonna get
that was good.
Do you have any more?
No, I don't.
That's it?
I mean, flats or drums. Everyone wants to know that.
Well, drums are fun for kids, but give me the flats.
Okay, how about Tim Hortons or Dunkin' Donuts?
I mean,
Starbucks, you can't say that because that's everywhere.
Well,
we know that's probably a no.
Dunkin' and Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
We're going to call that a tie.
Oh.
But we're going to give.
You're going to cause some controversy.
Listen. Let's. I was a Sabres fan when Tim Horton played for the Sabres.
That's cool.
Way back when. So we'll put a little smile to that. But I grew up at Dunkin' Donuts.
Even though you grew up here?
Yes, Bree.
Oh my gosh, you guys! Breaking news: William Fichtner, not a Tim Hortons fan.
I did not say.
I'm glad we're going to bring Timbits in for you.
Tim Hortons fan.
Okay, a tie. All right, well, there we go. Anything else you wanted to add? Leave the people of Buffalo with an inspiring message of whatever you feel like.
Oh, listen, just I'm inspired to be around the people of Buffalo. I love when I get home. I've said it a million times. When I get off the plane and I walk out the door and I'm like, yeah, I live in LA, but
Yeah. There's no place like home.
Especially when I land at the airport here. I'm in my school district where I grew up.
That's cool.
So I'm truly home.
How's the weather been for you? Or you're like, oh, I'm glad I don't live here anymore?
Well, I get to step into it, It's freezing. I look out the window. Oh, it's snowing. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
But, I know it's tough when you live up here.
Yeah. That's awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. We so appreciate it.
What a pleasure.
And best of luck to you. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your time filming, and we look forward to seeing you again.
And next time, you can come up with some harder trivias.
All right, we'll work on it.
All right.
Thank you. I'll send it back to you guys.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. For more stories in your community, click the subscribe button here. You can also download the Spectrum News app or watch us on TV for the latest information, balanced coverage, weather updates every 10 minutes, and more. We'll see you then.